welcome to another episode of Asexuals, my asexual life. This is the place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual. I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that great subscribe button right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I go live like now, post a new video. So I'm going to be discussing with you, did you know there are two different types of grey asexuals? In a moment, we'll be coming on to those two different types. First of all, if you didn't know who I am Sandra Bellamy, author of this awesome Asexual Perspectives 47 Asexual Stories book. I'm also the author of Fibromyalgia Self-Help Handbook. Links are down below in the description. So, two different types of grey asexual. What are they and what am I talking about? So, asexuality is a spectrum. And that ranges from people who are sex repulsed asexuals all the way through to people who are sex positive, sex favourable. It ranges from those who lack any sexual attraction whatsoever, all the way through to the asexuals that are on the more grey end of the asexual spectrum, so the grey asexuals. Right, so what is the definition of a grey asexual? A grey asexual is someone who does experience sexual attraction, but only under limited, rare, or specific circumstances, or someone who does experience sexual attraction, but not enough to want to act on it. Now, these two different types of asexuals, if you like, on the grey asexual spectrum, can want different things. So a grey asexual who experiences sexual attraction under limited, rare, or specific circumstances, those grey asexuals, once those circumstances present themselves, may want sex. I've met some grey asexuals that want sex to be part of a future relationship. They don't want to be without sex. They don't want to die a virgin. They want to try sex, and they do really want it to be part of their relationship, or at the very least, make sure they've tried it, right? So those would be one type of grey asexual. And then these would also encompass demisexual. Now, demisexual is on the grey asexual part of the asexual spectrum. A demisexual is someone who can only experience sexual attraction when a deep emotional bond's been formed. Only. They can't do it else, right? So the rest of the time, they're asexual completely, right? So rather than grey. So demisexuals will fall under that part of the grey asexual part of the spectrum, which is they do experience sexual attraction in limited or specific or rare cases, right? So once they may, meet one person in their lifetime that they have sexual attraction for, and then they will want to act on that, right? But the other part of the grey asexuals is the ones that don't want to act on it. So they don't actually want to have sex. They want to do the act. So this is why it's very important when you're looking for a relationship, for example, and you're talking to grey asexuals, you actually ask them what a grey asexual means to them. Like, what does that mean for you? How do you experience sexual attraction? Do you experience it in limited, rare, specific circumstances? Is it enough to make you want to act on it, or is it not? Do you want sex in the relationship? Do you want to do sexual acts? Is that something that you really need in a relationship, right? All this should be discussed up front. Just because they're on the asexual spectrum doesn't mean to say they're going to be the same as you. So if you're a sex repulsed asexual, but thinking you could be with a grey asexual, you better just think again and ask for clarity, right? You need clarity in your life. It's very important. There's no point in getting into a relationship with someone who's not going to match your needs. And that includes even someone on the asexual spectrum. I spoke to two grey asexuals that I was interested in at one time, and both of them wanted sex in a relationship. And I'm just thinking to myself, well, I may as well be with a sexual person then, because to me, what's the difference, right? And, I do get super attracted to sexual guys, right? But a lot of the sexual guys I find a lot more better looking, the majority of them, than asexual guys. I'm not attracted really to British guys, and I live in the UK, right? So the majority of guys that I talk to in the UK are British, right? And I'm not really interested in that. And but you know that's asexual I'm talking about. So the guys that I'm attracted to, the foreign, are usually always sexual, the ones in the UK, right? And so you know, I just think to myself like, if I'm not gonna have sex, but if I was, then I obviously it'd open up my whole doors, floodgates to tons of different guys that I could be in a relationship with. But I just can't do that. It's not sustainable for me because I'm not interested in having sex anymore, right? So that's why it's so important that when you do think about getting into a relationship, you do the groundwork. You show up with enthusiasm, you chat through your wants and needs, they chat through theirs, and if you're not compatible, just don't take it any further. Because the more you take it further, the more attachment you have, and the more likely you are to get hurt. It's really sad, but it is true. And I don't want that for you, right? You deserve the best. You deserve to be loved for who you are and cared for and cherished, right? Similarly, if grey asexual really wants sex, you know, down the line, they are still going to change their mind about you if you don't want sex, right? If you get into a relationship with a grey asexual knowing that and you don't want sex, you know, you're always going to have this like worlds apart view, and something one day is going to give, and either that person's going to decide not to be with you because they really need sex, excuse me, or you're going to decide not to be with them because you really don't want sex, right? So you don't want that, right? Just cut it loose as soon as you can. Don't waste your time with people who aren't actually going to be looking for the same type of relationship as you, right? Discuss it all up front. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful, helpful, insightful. If you have any way, shape, or form, please give this video a thumbs up. If you got some value out of it, if you enjoyed it, please subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with a friend, and don't forget to leave any comments down below. I'd love to know your thoughts. If you come across grey asexuals are very, very different. Some that want sex, some that really don't. What's been your experience of this? I'd love to know what you think. And I'll see you on the next video live stream. Don't forget, like I said, to hit that bell icon once you subscribe so you don't miss an episode. I'll see you on the next video live stream. Take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye. Bye.